Do you have any plans for Nigeria anytime soon for the Nigeria
You know,
market?
it's funny enough, there's a lot of money that is getting funded from Nigeria. One of our venture capital angel funders, Janae Duplessis, has made me very much aware that the product that we have developed is very much for Pan Africa. I have not yet been to Nigeria, so I don't know the landscape over there, but I'm sure in the next 5 years you will hear or see Innoble on a billboard, or in the newspaper at least. It is a target country that we wish to engage with, but we want to first find a very good product market fit in Namibia and Botswana. And once we have that model, at 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 the market growth stage, we will rinse and wash that to other countries like Nigeria.
Okay. So, how is your financials? How is your profit level?
So our profit level is fairly good. We're up 30% per year. So yeah, we do okay. We have over 3,000 users on our database, and we have about 1,000 paying transacting clients every month. Some of them are on a once-off transaction, and many of them are on a subscription service where we assist them with our value proposition.
Okay. So, are you still thinking of raising more funds now, or that's not in the book?
We definitely are. We are raising a seed round at the moment. We're raising a Series A. We're currently looking for about 10 million at this current round.
10 million in
The
dollars
valuation
or in rand?
in rands, I'm not too sure how much that is in dollars. I haven't done the conversion yet, but yeah. So we're raising about 10 million rand as well, and yeah, we're looking at giving away about 15% equity of the business. Our current evaluation is at about 3 million rand that we did. And we got one big angel investor that is um, taken. We did a safe round with the angel investor for pre-revenue. So we are raising. We should close our fund by August next year, and yeah, we're hoping to hit the marker or get close.
Oh, that's great. So, the purpose of the raising is it to fund um, other parts, movement to other parts of Africa, or just, you know, to strengthen yourself in in South Africa?
So more to say, product development on our current user experience. We want to build more integrated technology. I would think about 35% of that allocation would be for South Africa, and the remaining will be for the expansion into Africa.
All right. So, currently, how is the workforce in South Africa? And
So we currently have a human resource. We have eight of us that work in our company. We have obviously a senior and a junior developer. We have sales consultants as well as compliance officers, and we have a CA accountant that manages all our financials for us for funding and helping with businesses with bookkeeping.
so that means your business doesn't need as much staff as that.
No, we try and enhance our technology more than human resource. So yes, we in the need of field agents, in different countries. But at this moment in South Africa, we will not take on more staff because we want to work more on optimization of tech rather than a human resource, because it can become quite expensive, having human resources in your business. But once we raise our funding round for Series A, I'm sure we can increase the workforce capacity based on the volume of user growth.
So, how do you plan to incorporate AI into what you're doing your company?
So AI, we really looking at automation on communication responsiveness. So having that feeling of not talking to a robot but talking to an engaging human. So that's what we're trying to incorporate with the AI to kind of engage with our SMMEs, very similar to like WhatsApp. When you're having a conversation on WhatsApp, we want to incorporate that communication and providing clearable guidance through that. So the master classes and FAQs are all being built through AI. And also the documentation that we receive, we're trying to build that AI where we can basically, somebody can take a picture of a document and we can plug it into the system very quick and convenient. It's a market yet I don't understand. I'm learning all the time. I just came from a AI tech summit that happened in Johannesburg, Sandton, where I learned quite a bit about AI, and I'm really looking at incorporating that because that is the future of where we're going.
Oh, that's great. So aside tech, being the CEO of Innoble and all of that, how do you unwind? How do you what do you do in your leisure time?
So I'm an avid hiker. So I love mountaineering. So I often plug out and I go up mountains where there's no signal. I'll do the expedition for about 4 days where I'm sleeping on the mountain in a tent with a group of friends. So that's my downtime. Besides that, I love to spend time with my family because I don't get a lot of it. So on a Friday and Saturday, it's kind of my downtime because I start my working week on a Sunday.
Oh, you start your working week on a Sunday. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, so because I've talked to a lot of founders, and most of them don't know how to balance the work and the family. So, have you been able to succeed balancing both?
I can't say I'm the best at it, but I have a very. I don't ever think there's a balance, David. What I can say is my wife reminds me the importance of the balance. So I'm consistently reminded of I need to switch off. Working hybrid. When I'm not in the office, I can wake up, at about 5, 6, and open the laptop up after a run, and I can look again, and it's 7, 8 o'clock. She'll come to the study and she'll tell me, Cheslin, you need to close the laptop. I think the first 3 years of my life, I didn't know about work balance lifestyle. But I think due to my marriage and my relationship, I had to have a lot of conversations with my wife about it. And, you gotta give and you gotta take. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
honestly, if I was single and I never had kids, I'd have probably be about 3x from where I am right now. I can't say that it slows me down. It's my motivation for what I do. But in terms of, I wish I could give a lot more time to what I do because CEOs never sleep. We fix the problems, right?
That's where I'm looking at. They never sleep. But the good part, or let's say the bad part is people say the more problems you solve, the more problems you see. Is that true? You keep seeing more problems.
That is 100%. But it's funny that you say that. It's like Simon. I watch a lot of motivational videos and on YouTube and stuff. Just in the mornings, just to get my head in the right space. And Simon, I don't know what's his surname. Sirik,
Sinek,
he wears
Simon
glasses. I'm
Sinek.
sure you've seen the YouTubes of it. Sirik,
Yeah.
that's it. He literally says, he says that if you are skiing on snow and you go through trees, and you tell yourself, don't hit the trees, don't hit the trees, don't hit the trees. All you're seeing is the trees, and you're most likely going to hit the tree. And and when you're going through a forest on ice, snowing, and you tell yourself just follow the path, follow the path, follow the path, most likely you're going to weave through the path. So it's all about what you train the mind, and I'm kind of getting to that psyche of psychology, where yes, we are looking at problems, but we look at solutions, not problems. You know, so it's a different way of perspective. And I'm a leader where I don't look at problems. I look at what are the main issues and what solutions do we have that we can solve um, issues with. I never try and use the word problems.
Oh, in 1 minute now, what's the advice you give to startup founders who are just starting up?
I think common one that I'll say is never give up.
Never give up.
Um, things get things get really tough. Financially, you're pressed. Cash flow dries. Your burn rate is always crazy, especially in tech. Um, but always look at, there is hope. There is somebody. In the VC world, I think I've called over 500 VCs in my first 3 years, and all of them told me no. And I believe in the saying that within the no's lie the yeses. So you've got to get no's in order to find yeses. And that's when I talk about, perseverance, having the grit. This is not for the faint-hearted. Not everybody's built to be an entrepreneur. It takes a certain individual. Everybody tries to be a business owner. Everybody tries to be an entrepreneur. Many fail, as you know that, but those that stick it are the ones that you see in the newspapers that make the recognition, and that get to tell the story in 10 years' time. That this is how we've made a difference in the problem that we've solved.
Oh, wonderful. So, this is the last one. What's the most exciting thing you've had in this whole journey?
Most exciting, I think it's the Forbes, because of the Forbes listing, I managed to close my first VC. That was quite exciting. Just to be amongst brilliant minds like myself, often in where I live, I always stand out because I think differently.
Yeah.
I act differently. And sometimes I feel people don't get me because I think so unorthodox. And just to be surrounded for 4 days by entrepreneurs like myself, I'm like, wow, like here is the place I fit in. People are like-minded. We talk the same thing. We have the same issues, same problems. And I can tell you that entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. So making friends or finding friends is very hard because entrepreneurs don't share the struggles until we make a success. So yeah, I think Forbes was my coolest win.
All right. Thank you so much for the time, Cheslin. I know it's kind of stressful, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have a blessed day and keep doing what you do, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank
much for the
you.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Cheers, bro. Have a good one.
Yeah, yeah.